We are a global network of NGOs, and we believe that the current system providing humanitarian aid is no longer working as it should. So we have created a network with a better way of working together and new financial tools that enable a faster, needs-driven response by organizations on the front line of crises. We have already delivered assistance to millions of people who may otherwise have been forgotten. But we recognize there's more to be done. Today and in the future, we face more complex and more protracted crises. Funding for aid is reactive, slow, and centralized, and driven by political will or media headlines. NGOs are disconnected and overwhelmed by the scale of need. This means that millions of people are left without humanitarian assistance when they most need it. The system must change. The START Network has a vision for the future and is on a journey to address these challenges at scale. Imagine it's 2030 in a country facing drought that looks set to cause loss and suffering for thousands. The consortium of organizations in the country has identified locally relevant drought indicators and has insured against drought occurring. When soil moisture falls below a predetermined trigger level, funding is automatically released to reduce the drought's impact. A hub of local and international organizations and private sector companies mobilize to an agreed plan. A famine is averted by acting early. This new way of working is more effective, more efficient, and more lives are saved. The START Network and its members are on a journey to deliver this future vision and are proposing a new structure. Power and decision-making are devolved to national and regional hubs, which are made up of networks of local and international organizations. Increased national and regional influence brings decisions closer to the front line of crises and creates more appropriate responses, saving more lives. Each hub manages its own fund, and all funds are connected to reduce setup costs and to provide inbuilt support if one fund is depleted. Different risk indicators trigger different financing mechanisms to enable the most appropriate response possible for that type of emergency. This funding structure allows earlier and more targeted action to reduce the impact of crises before they hit. A global and tiered due diligence database brings greater efficiency and lets a wider range of NGOs meet donors' funding requirements. Giving smaller organizations direct access to funding also helps shift power to those best placed to respond. Hubs develop their own innovations, identifying and testing local solutions so that they're better prepared for future crises. And all hubs feed into a global platform to encourage learning and collaboration, and at the same time to reduce duplication. All knowledge and ideas can be used collectively to continually improve humanitarian action across the network. If all these elements come together, we believe that a better humanitarian system will prevail, ultimately improving the lives of people affected by crises around the world. This future is not only possible, it is necessary. And by working together, we can make it a reality. Join us on this journey.